Hey guys, welcome to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Friday morning, happy game day as well. Obviously playing tonight against Burnley in the FA Cup. In today's video, we've got a bit of good news, bit of bad news actually, really. The good news being potentially that Eric Dier may be leaving for a club that we have spoken about with him being linked to in the past. You'll see what I mean shortly. But the bad news potentially on Radu Dragusin and an Italian, we'll call him a giant, pushing ahead to try and get a deal ahead of Spurs. So plenty to talk about, plenty to get into. Just want to say, if you're new, subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey. And let's jump in with this Radu Dragusin news. So it first came from Di Marzio, and then there was a follow-up report from someone else with a bit more detail. And it said that Napoli insist on Dragusin and pushes to overcome Spurs, right? So Napoli are having a difficult season compared to last season. And their owner, who is kind of like a Daniel Levy to a degree, he's been talking about how he's let the fans down to a certain degree. We need to spend money to get, ourselves back up the league again. So they've been quite active so far with a lot of rumours, a lot of chatter and things like that. They're very, very active. So, first and foremost, that's obviously not a great look. We know Dragusin is, Paul O'Keefe's already said that Dragusin wants Spurs. He's agreed with Spurs. There's been reports that he's happy to wait to the summer to get his Spurs move if necessary, which all of Spurs fan pages on Twitter went, it's nice, we like that. But do you know what we'd like more? Is you to join this month, mate. It'd be really nice to see you this month. But the little bit of follow-up news with a little bit more, as Chris Eubank Sr. might say, spite. Nicolo Shearer said that Napoli pushing to overtake Tottenham in the race to sign Radu Dragusin, who had already agreed personal terms with Spurs for 5 years. De Laurentiis, which is the Napoli owner, has matched the bid for the player and has included Ostergaard and Zanoli on permanent in the deal with Genoa. I think Ostergaard was the guy who played for Brighton. I think it was. Don't hold me to that. Don't hold my feet to the fire. Look, the thing with these sort of deals is if... Well, the way I look at it, Genoa are probably going to want him to go to Spurs, right? Not because they think they can get more money. Not at all. It means they don't have to play him. Or play against him, sorry. Because if you really rate your player, you don't want to sell it, keep him in your league. It's like who's a good one? It's like Bournemouth selling Solanke in the league. But if they can get the exact same offer from, or maybe just a tad bit worse from abroad, they're selling abroad. It's like Harry Kane. We didn't want to sell Harry Kane further up the league to, a Man City. We sold him abroad. It made more sense. We don't have to deal with Harry Kane. Well, at least not this year. It depends what happens for the league this year. If we get Champions League football, we might have to deal with him next year if we draw him. But, if you can get two players and the money that, you're expecting from Spurs, it's obviously a really solid deal. Obviously, you've got to like the players. That's quite a key component to it. But, it's the same thing. Dragusin's probably going to look at it and go, yeah, but Spurs are going to pay me more money. Or, I want to play in the Premier League. And to be honest, with the Napoli situation, you got... I can't say his name, but I know on FIFA it's Kvaradona, Kvaratskhelia, or whatever his name is. Don't hold me to it. And you got Osimhen. Obviously, the situation with Osimhen is he's pretty much gone in the summer. So you're going to get a big chunk of money, but he's gone. So you're losing your best player and your second best player. His agent can't stop talking about Real Madrid. So there's a good chance you might lose him soon as well. So I think the project would have been great to join maybe a year or two ago. It may not be the same sort of project now. Whereas when you convert that over to Spurs and you go, well, look, they're 1 point behind fourth. They've sold their best player. They've replenished really well. They've had anywhere between 8 to 12 injuries all season and they're 1 point behind fourth. I think, 5 or 6 points behind top or however many it is. Not too fussed about it. That looks really exciting. A few good players in there, you could be rocking and rolling. I think we need more than a few players. But, a footballer might go, I could be that change, So really interesting on Dragusin. I still think he comes to Spurs. I'm not too worried about it, to be honest. I think the deal gets done. If you're talking payment structures already, it feels like the fee is thereabouts now. The contract's already been sorted. It's purely just Genoa going, yeah, that's fine, sorted. Send me the paperwork, sort of thing. Let's talk this little bit on Eric Dier. So it was exclusive. It came out this morning. I was very happy to be the first one to have seen it. So all those big Spurs Twitter pages, I beat them. By the way, I've never actually said it. In the description of the videos, I always put in my Instagram, my Twitters, even my personal Twitter. It's all in there. So if you want to follow me, go have a little cheeky follow. But anyway, in regards to Eric Dier, it was exclusive. It came from Football Insider. And they said, we're told Eric Dier has sensationally agreed terms with Bayern Munich. Tottenham style will reunite with Harry Kane. Spurs need to complete defender signing before he can go. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. One out, well, if you're going to have an out, you have to have an inverse. And, well, Dragusin will probably beat that. Look, it's someone that we talked about in the summer that Bayern wanted. And I know Bayern have been interested in Trevor Chalobah, but, Chelsea are probably going to want 30-odd million for him. I think they've been interested in other defenders, but again, they're going to cost. I think Ronald Araujo from Barca was one. So, Dier is cheap. And, Dier would probably be happy sitting on the bench, playing the odd game here and there against bottom of the league. I think he'd be happy with that, to be honest. He's going to win some trophies. He's going to be living in a good city. He's going to be with one of his better mates, Harry. He all lines up pretty well, to be honest, for, I think, most people involved. And the fact that we can free up his spot. I was going to say remove is a pretty strong word, but free up his squad spot. Dragusin comes in. That's an upgrade. That's a beautiful little upgrade. And then from there, you still need to bring a couple more in. And I think it's good. But, I mean, look, we're sitting, what is it? The 5th, isn't it? Yeah, it's game day. I don't know why I'm checking. It's the 5th. So, really, Dragusin needs to be done the next 2 to 3 days, to be honest. We need someone else in, ideally before Man United. We're trying to work with speed. We're trying to work with efficiency. And maybe there's a bomb coming that, we don't see for a midfielder or attacker. But I don't want it to be like the 27th of January. Hey, we sign a second player, which is what it normally happens. And that's just, it's not good enough. But yeah, anyway, mostly good news, I think, still to a degree. Even the Napoli situation, I still think I'm not too fussed about it right this second. Just want to say, like the video if you did enjoy it. Hit me in the comments section your thoughts and feelings about Dragusin and Dier. I want to know your thoughts and feelings about both. Obviously, subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the bell notification for more. But anyway, guys, it's the end of the video. I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, guys.